This morning on Sunrise, new insight into a deadly police shooting. New body cam video shows what happened just before a trooper killed a man at a National Guard station. Plus, cracking down on car thefts, where Oregon stands nationwide as record high numbers appear to be coming down. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. Your headlines in just a minute. But first, let's check in with Daisy Caballero for our first look at the forecast. Hi, Daisy.
Hey, Libby. Good morning. Happy Saturday to you, and also happy Saturday to all of our lovely viewers this morning. Thanks for joining us. Giving you a live look at the Rose City. Of course, the sun is not quite up. We still have a little bit of time before that happens, but currently a temperature of 45 degrees. Those winds are calm coming up from the south at right about 3 miles an hour. Winds aren't going to be a super big factor through part of this weekend, though it is going to be impactful for another. I'll tell you when that is. But looking at the satellite and radar, some light showers kind of passing through. We did see some pretty good rainfall, of course, yesterday. Not expecting to see that exact same trend for today. But since midnight tonight, we've just seen a few traces of rain, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain for really much of our region, aside from the Hood River area, clocking in a little bit close to about 1/4 of an inch of rain. So here's your day at a glance. By noon, mostly cloudy skies, a temperature of 49, 52 by 5 o'clock. Starting to cool down by that time of the day with that sunset at 7:26. So for your daytime highs today, we're probably going to be in the mid to low 50s, though 70s are in the forecast. I'll tell you when that is coming up.
Thank you, Daisy. This morning, OHSU says it's reached a, quote, good faith agreement with United Healthcare. The hospital and insurance provider have been negotiating a new contract with the current one set to expire at the end of the month. The two still need to finalize the deal, but in the next 10 days, this appears to be good news for the 74,000 people in Oregon who have United Healthcare. If the new contract isn't approved by March 31st, OHSU will be out of network for United, meaning patients might need to find a new doctor. We will keep you posted. Newly released body cam video shows a trooper's encounter with a man outside a National Guard air station. It happened in Salem on February 27th and ended with the trooper shooting and killing the suspect. A warning, some of this video may be difficult to watch. Alma McCarty has our story.
The interaction between senior trooper Justin Oxenrider and Matthew Wong lasted only moments and began when the trooper arrived at the National Guard air station off Turner Road. OSP had just received a 911 call about a man who had given the guard here this threatening note.
Hey partner, how you doing?
As shown in the body-worn camera video, 22-year-old Matthew Wong stands up.
Could you go take your hands out of your pocket for me, please? No, you're not leaving right now. Hey, put your hands on your pocket right now.
He raises his arms and video shows Wong holding a knife. During this brief exchange, Oxenrider tries deploying his taser twice, missing both times before a momentary struggle.
Put the gun down! Put the knife down! Right now, put the knife down!
The trooper testified in front of the grand jury that he was not going to let Wong leave the area because he believed Wong was a threat.
Shots fired.
And when he didn't drop the weapon, Oxenrider pulled his pistol, shooting him twice. Although first responders attempted medical care, Wong died at the scene. After watching this and other videos from the incident, reviewing other evidence, and hearing testimony from 6 witnesses, the grand jury unanimously found Trooper Oxenrider justified in his use of deadly force.
Investigators said Wong had 2 prior arrests and no previous convictions. In a statement, the Marion County DA alluded to some of the mental health struggles Wong may have been experiencing at the time of the shooting. Portland's police chief hopes someone out there has information on any of the city's recent unsolved homicides. This month alone, there have been 7 homicides. 3 of those killings happened this week alone. Police Chief Bob Day says it will take a full community effort to solve some of these cases, and he's concerned about spring break coming up next week.
I think we need to have an increased amount of heightened awareness, and I will be directing all of our resources in that regard to continue to have a heavy emphasis on outreach, community partnership, and enforcement.
The chief encouraged members of the community who may know something about any of these unsolved cases to reach out to the police bureau. Meantime, there's some encouraging news about car thefts. The number of thefts are down in Oregon and Washington, with new data showing the Northwest actually leads the nation when it comes to the drop in vehicle thefts. Catherine Cook takes a look at the numbers.
Cell phone video shows Portland police arresting 2 people last month suspected of stealing this Ford Mustang. It happened near Southeast 148th and Division. A month earlier in the same neighborhood, police arrested 2 other people accused of stealing this Kia Soul. Both cases were flagged by the nonprofit PDX Stolen Cars.
Oh, it's the greatest feeling. I mean, we've recovered thousands of vehicles.
Chaz Newman with PDX Stolen Cars says every day their team is out tracking down stolen vehicles, then tipping off police. Because of that, he asked us not to show his face.
We put so much effort into what we do.
And this week, more evidence that it's paying off. The National Insurance Crime Bureau reported that vehicle thefts in Oregon dropped by 30% between 2023 and 2024, the 3rd biggest drop in the nation. Washington topped the list with a 32% drop. Nationwide, car theft is down 17%.
When you really hear the statistics, it helps you a lot, and to know you're out there helping with that.
But it's a great indication of what we can do. We have proper funding, proper staffing, and an opportunity to address crime directly.
Portland Police Chief Bob Day credits the Police Bureau's stolen vehicle operation missions for the improvements. In January of 2022, 1,031 cars were reported stolen in Portland. In January 2023, 984 were stolen. Last January, the number dropped dramatically to 436, and this year, 309. Chief Day says continued grant funding should help them continue that trend.
The stolen vehicle operation mission is a huge success. We're proud of it. It's being copied around the nation. We have other states that are asking for it, and we intend to stay focused on that.
Newman also points to continued prosecution for car theft reduction. Specifically, efforts by the DA's Auto Theft Task Force, which targets large-scale theft rings and chop shops. In November, a judge sentenced a man to nearly 7 years behind bars for running a chop shop out of his home in Northeast Portland.
They are doing their job. They're doing what they can to to do what they need to do to make sure these people don't do it again.
In Southeast Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Small business owners in Salem say they're frustrated with what they call overly aggressive permitting and code enforcement. After not having a code enforcer for many years, Salem hired someone to do the job a couple years ago. But some businesses say they're getting hit with excessive violations that could cost them thousands. We heard from one store owner who was told she has to move the stickers on her store windows from the outside of the glass to the inside, and she was fined $1,800 for the sign above her business that's been there for years.
It's damaging. It sets us back. There's so many businesses that are struggling to keep their doors open, and so many that have already closed. And so this kind of thing, it can put a business, they could be that close to the edge that this might just do it.
A Salem spokesperson says most people voluntarily comply with enforcement, and the process always begins with outreach and education. Portland Mayor Keith Wilson is looking to add fees to help maintain Portland roads. According to emails, the mayor has been looking into a transportation utility fee. He's been in contact with Hillsborough's mayor's office, which already has a fee that taxes residents and businesses for fixing things like potholes. In another email, PBOT's director said the Bureau plans to prepare a presentation for city officials to discuss how to implement it. But right now, there's no concrete tax plan.